Hi, welcome on into Pegasus World Cup Live, coming to you from Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach, Florida, on America's Best Racing. We have such an exciting day for you here. I have some incredible guests slash co-hosts with me, none other than the horse racing expert, betting guru, ABR live correspondent Dan Tordjman, as well as the fashion expert, couture, tastemaker, TikTok star Sarah Cline. I'm Julie Stewart-Binks. We have two incredible races that we are going to gear you up for. First, we have the Pegasus World Cup Turf Invitational for a $1 million purse. And then the creme de la creme, what we're looking forward to later, is the Pegasus World Cup Invitational Stakes for $3 million. We've got plenty of guests that are going to be joining us. We're going to be talking picks, betting, fashion, food, fun, every single thing going on down here. And celebrities, we've already seen Rule. He's come in here, and allegedly Ashley Simpson is also on the premise, along with many other people. But enough of me talking right now. Dan, let's get to it. You've done so many different races before. You're here now. What are you excited about? I
will say you gave us such a big, wind up on the intros. This is Julie Stewart-Binks, folks. Fubo TV. All
it's
over
okay,
the
don't
internet,
worry about
drinks
it.
with Binks. Right. Don't even mention
drinks
it.
With
Cheers,
Binks.
everyone.
Cheers.
And we've told people we're going to be talking about, Sarah, lifestyle, fashion, the scene here at the Pegasus World Cup, a very different scene than from a lot of other races. But on top of it, we're having a drink, so you should have a drink too. If you're watching at home, wherever the heck you are, if you're at the track here, obviously you're probably having a drink already. You don't need us to encourage you. But yes, we're going to get to the races as well. We've got the Pegasus World Cup Turf coming up in about 15 minutes. And then we've got the Pegasus World Cup Invitational, $3 million race. That's coming up at about 5:45. We're going to show people the races through the eyes of the jockeys. Jockey Cam. So we'll see that. We'll have that footage. Sarah, I am excited to see you at Gulfstream Park. I saw you at Saratoga this summer. This is a little different.
Yeah, totally different. I'm so excited to be here too. This is my second race ever. And so I'm the newbie, and I'm taking it all in. The looks, I'm here for the looks, okay? I myself am going for largest hat.
You look like what we said, it looks like she's on the Titanic, but you made it.
But we're doing it. We're going full Kate Winslet.
Yes,
that's the vibe. That's the moment. So yeah, I'm just excited. We've been eating, drinking, enjoying ourselves. It is a blast. The music, the celebrities, we're here for it. It's very different from Saratoga.
Yeah, so what's something you could tell people that makes it unique that you've already just noticed?
Oh, I mean, the fashion, 100%. I'm so excited. You've got Miami, we've got brights, we've got colors. People are just rocking. I mean, when do you get to wear a hat like this? When do you get to rock an entire look that's motivated by this lifestyle? So I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, we've got fashion, fun, food. We also have a number of incredible guests coming up shortly. And Dan, just from a quick betting perspective and just things that you're looking forward to, what's sort of the storyline that you're attracted to?
So obviously with the Pegasus World Cup, the race that's coming up, the main one, the $3 million race at 5:45, it's a showdown between Knicks Go and Life is Good. For those who don't know, Knicks Go is likely going to win Horse of the Year for this past year for his, incredible year that he had that was capped off with the win of the Breeders' Cup Classic. Life is Good won the Breeders' Cup Mile. And this is essentially a passing of the torch type of race because Knicks Go is in his final race. Life is Good is entering his 4-year-old season, and big things are expected from him. He's had nearly a perfect career. So it's that showdown that we're all looking forward to. In this upcoming race here, the Pegasus World Cup Turf, got a lot of really interesting horses, including Colonel Liam, who won this race last year. I will say people are already in the comments, and we encourage them to stay in the comments. You have friends watching, Sarah. I believe that these are hometown representatives here, just basically saying, you look fabulous. You look fabulous.
Go. She is the queen.
This is the TikTok family in the comments here, and all of my content is based on women. We've got female jockeys. We've got Julie here. Like I'm so excited to bring in some female energy and keep that moving. Dan, you're okay too.
Yeah. I don't see my name in here in the comments.
Well, we are going to be talking with former jockey and racing analyst Samantha Perry later on.
Yes.
So we're excited to hear, obviously, from the jockey perspective, but also bring in a lot of incredible females who are in the racing world too. And there's just also so many incredible analysts here that I just watch give amazing insight, and it's just a wonderful event all around. And we also have an owner of a horse who is going to be racing in the Invitational Stakes, Justin Nicholson, who is the owner of Commandeer.
Yep.
So he's going to be joining us momentarily, I believe.
He's right here. Come on, Justin.
Yeah,
Come on down.
This is how we do this show. It's going to be free flowing.
Right.
Let people rolling in and out.
All right, little musical chairs.
And so, Justin, as Julie mentioned,
come on down. Yes, thank you so much for joining us here today.
AJ Suited Racing, running Commandeer. So the funny thing is, Justin, this is, by the way, not the first time I've met Justin. Justin and I, we go back a long time. Uh-oh, national anthem here. Let's give it a second here.
Play ball.
Well, great stuff. Well, the segment is now over. So, unfortunately,
it was good seeing you, Justin. Good luck in the race. And by the way, sorry you lost your underbet there on the national anthem.
I know. I went. Yeah, Darren, you're like just one moment.
No, we're actually kidding. Sit down. You stay with us.
No, Dan said, just hold on 1 second. I was like, oh yeah, so you got the under on this one. I take it for the anthem.
Your favorite Super Bowl bet.
Yeah. Yes, really but Justin, thank you so much for joining us here today. We know that this is such a huge day for you. How are you feeling right now when you've got a horse racing in moments?
Well, I mean, I guess when you know you're going to be a long shot, it's a little easier on the nerves. Not to say we're not excited and a little bit nervous, but if we were 8-5, I'd be sweating bullets. At 50-1, I think I'm just looking forward to getting out there and finally seeing it happen.
Justin, when when a lot of people get into horse ownership, sometimes you buy a horse at a sale, sometimes you breed the horse. This is very different for you guys. I mean, although you did get this horse at a sale, not the traditional sale where you buy a horse with a bunch of promise that you don't know anything about. This is a horse who had been on the track for a while, and you had a unique opportunity to purchase him, and you got him at what turned out to be a steal here. Tell people that story, because I think it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, so he was in the Fasig-Tipton, which is one of the auction houses, horses of racing age sale in July. They get all kinds of horses in there, anything from 2-year-olds to experienced horses that have run a bunch. He was he was owned by Godolphin, a big Middle Eastern racing operation, the ruler of Dubai and that family, and they have enough horses. And once in a while, they start to pair the numbers a little bit. So we actually bought two off of them that day through the auction, both around $90,000, which is not a small price to pay, but we had some information, having seen them run a few times. They were with good horsemen who we felt had probably taken good care of them in their racing career so far, and we thought we could hopefully leverage that and make something of it, and it's worked out well.
Yeah, well, Justin, you have this huge race coming up, and you mentioned, you're not sweating bullets at 50-1 odds, but you do have an incredible opportunity. What would surprise people about what maybe you've gone through to even just get to this point, when we always look at the horses, but there's so much that goes on behind the scenes?
Yeah, look, I mean, my dad started me in this game. We go back 35 years, 40 years in the business. Our trainer is now, I think, 81 years old, 82 years. He's been doing this forever. I think he's still the youngest trainer to ever win a race in New York, going back 60 years now. I think these are hopefully, people kind of worth rooting for. I know our it's a smaller operation, but we've been through a little bit of everything. We've had good ones, we've had plenty of bad ones, and we invest a lot of time, effort, and resources into the sport. And anytime you can have a chance to compete like this, it makes a lot of it feel worth it.
Well, I just want to underline how cool it is, where to the point you made, $90,000 is not, small money.
Yeah.
But in racing, when there are owners who do spend hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars on horses, it is by comparison not as much. And to be in a race with a purse of $3 million to take this horse to that race is a really cool thing. Let's talk about the race quickly. The two horses that have got to scare the hell out of you are Knicks Go and Life is Good. How are you going to beat those two horses?
Well, they almost don't scare me, because what are we going to do? I mean, they're going to do their thing. They're going to be very good. They're going to be very fast. And, we all hope we can catch them. But worst case scenario, we hope we can finish fifth or better and get a share of, $3 million. We know where we stand. We know we'll be a big price. But, I mean, look, the field is full of horses, at least in my opinion. You kind of know what they are. They've all done their things. The top two are standouts. Everybody else has been kind of keeping similar company, running, mid-pack or close. But we have, I think, the only kind of improving, changing kind of horse in the race. We don't know what his ceiling is, but, we'll learn a little more today. And I'm happy to have one that's a little different from everybody else in there.
Right. And just a final quick question from me, at least, just so you have those two horses up top. Say it's a Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. We know one of them is going to win. In your mind, who has the edge of those two?
I think I'm on Life is Good of the two. I'd rather be on the outside deciding if I wanted to go, if I wanted to wait right off. I mean, Knicks Go has only one option. It's to send as hard as he can. And I'd rather have options than no options. That's the way I look at it. So I think that's
good point. Yeah.
The horses behind us, by the way, in the paddock right now for the Pegasus World Cup turf. After these horses go onto the track, you'll go into the paddock, wait for your horse to come out for the Pegasus World Cup. But since you're a handicapper, before we let you go, who's your pick in the Pegasus World Cup turf? Because we have a chance to make some money here coming up here in just about 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's tough. Look, at Gulfstream, you get a 12-horse field. The reality is half of them probably won't even really get to run their race. There's always traffic trouble. It's a tight race course. I like Hit the Road on talent. I just think at times he's looked kind of freaky, and not to say there aren't some very good horses in here. I feel like at his best, he might be the one. And then sentimentally, I'm rooting hard for the one. He was bred by Claudio Pizarro, a professional soccer player that we used to actually own some horses with. Dan's met him and spent some time with him.
Nice.
So just a kind of friend connection, and hoping they're the horse they bred does well.
Yeah.
So
all right. Before you hit the road, you hit the road. We got to. We'll always send you off with a spiked seltzer, my friend.
I can't argue with that. It'll very slightly settle that last bit of nerves. So
it brings
you
you
can shotgun that right now with
exactly.
us here on the set. No, but thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, I know this has got to be just such an incredible moment for you. So we'll let you go.
Thank you.
Have fun with your family and friends,
Absolutely.
and we'll be cheering for you along the way.
Thank you very much.
Good luck,
Appreciate
brother.
it.
All right.
Good luck.
Awesome stuff. Okay. Well, we have a race coming up right now, as we just mentioned, a bunch of the horses behind us. And yes, of course, it is your present. And when we look at some of these bets, let's welcome back in Sarah Cline. All right, come on down. Your number has been called. When I was just talking with, not to name drop here, but U.S. Hockey Hall of Famer Eddie Olczyk. You guys know him. He's usually on all the NBC broadcasts and whatnot, and he is an incredible horse fan, horse betting expert. He's really big into the 8-horse in this race, Sacred Life. Thoughts on that?
I like Sacred Life. The thing is, in this race, similar to the big race, the Pegasus World Cup, you got to look at the pace, right? Who's going to go to the lead? In the Pegasus World Cup, it's Knicks Go and Life is Good. Here, there's a more clear-cut speed horse. It's the 12-horse Never Surprise. But there are 3 or 4 other horses in the race who could go and put pressure on that horse. If they do that, and only if they do that, it then sets things up for a horse like Sacred Life, who's known to run from a little bit off the pace. So I do like Sacred Life. I do like the horse Justin mentioned, Hit the Road. And I do like, in terms of other long shots, Atone is interesting to me, the 2-horse. You're smiling. I feel like you're about to...
I listened to a podcast about, lots of podcasts about horses this week to prepare for this big assignment. And the guys liked Atone big time.
That's a big long shot, too.
I mean...
You can see the live odds, 14 to 1.
Who knows?
14 to 1.
Sarah, you are a new better here today. What have you picked up? What kind of tips have you picked up?
Oh, I've learned that we should all listen to Dan. We should all do what Dan says.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing great.
How are you doing, Dan?
I actually haven't bet yet, so I'm doing really well. So
I
my bets are
haven't done it yet for
going
this
in
one either.
now. I know you were testing out the first best bet app. While you do that, we're going to come back, explain to people how they could bet. We've been talking about this horse, Knicks. Oh, come on, Javi. There are the jockeys going by. Say Javi.
Hi.
So that's
He's
a
on a
tone
tone. We were
behind
just
us.
talking about a tone.
Javier Castellano. There's some
Hey,
of the other
guys.
jockeys. Paco Lopez.
Yeah, we're just going to
there
wave at
going
all
by.
the jockeys and I guess distract them before they go race.
They're like, who are these people? There's Hit the Road, who we talked about, Tyler Gaffleone riding. We've been talking about this horse in the big race, Knicks Go. I feel like we should at least show the people who this horse is and why he's going to be getting so much attention after this race. So let's take a look at Knicks Go in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
Knicks Go comes wide for the stretch drive. Hot Rod Charlie on the inside is second. And then comes Medina Spirit, Art Collector, and Essential Quality into the final furlong. And it is Knicks Go. Knicks Go has a 2.5 length lead. Medina Spirit, Hot Rod Charlie, Essential Quality. Knicks Go, a superstar, wins the Breeders' Cup Classic.
All right, so that's Knicks Go. That's him just blowing away the field in one of the biggest races of the year. So if he runs back to that performance, he's going to be tough to beat. This is his final career race.
Yeah, it's retirement party for Knicks Go today.
It is. It is time.
His farewell tour.
Brady, yeah.
So Tom Brady retired today too to spoil Knicks Go's final race. Tom, couldn't you have waited one day? But no, it's exciting to see when you have two horses, right? That are both very, very strong in terms of getting out there. But as Justin and you have mentioned, Knicks Go just goes. This is a horse that just has to be number one like the whole time. Whereas Life is Good has a little bit more options also, as Justin said, in terms of being able to kind of stalk and then be able to boom at the end,
Stalk and
as
boom.
the experts say. Yep.
Now the video that people are seeing on their screen right now is of Knicks Go in his last workout at the fairgrounds just last week. So this is him kind of prepping for the race.
Cool.
That's the perspective from the exercise rider's view above him. It looks like they're going pretty fast, and that's just training.
It's
and
like
that's
terrifying.
Isn't that? Doesn't it give you the perspective, right? And the cool thing is, if the stream comes in, because right now we have a little bit of choppiness that I'm seeing on the back end here, we are supposed to get the perspective from the jockeys' cameras on Knicks Go and Life is Good in the Classic. And so we'll see if that feed comes in. We're supposed to get a feed also for this Pegasus World Cup turf coming in.
I can't wait, because usually when the horses are all sort of bunched up together, I'm always so scared someone's going to trip over one another, or the horses are going to collide. Anyone else worry about that?
I'm constantly worried about falling over, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Guys, I placed my bets.
Okay,
Where'd you
so
go?
tell
It
us
takes
what
me
you
a
did.
minute. You understand? It takes me.
Tell us how you did it.
Okay.
Boom.
I got on the First Bet app. So I downloaded it today. I was so surprised. Dan even commented on how quick it went.
It was fast.
I just created an account. I got $10 just for signing up. Loaded my money in there, and then I was free to listen to Dan and place some bets. So I've done that literally while we were just talking just now.
Okay, so what'd you got? What'd you go with?
I went with number 8.
Okay, we went with Edzo. We got the hockey connection here.
Okay.
He's pretty good. We also, if you want to add more, because you have 3 minutes left. You can do some more creative bets.
I think you're creating a problem in me already.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
honey, if you want to put some more money down, you can make your bet bigger and win more money by sweetening the pot.
Well, since, we're all friends here, right? So do you want to give her a bet to put in?
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
Well, I told her, I said 8 because I'm Edzo and I are close.
She
So you're good with the 8.
I said 8.
Why don't we do this?
You go. Oh,
Why don't we do a team exacta? Okay.
Yeah,
love it.
Okay.
This is going to test, since it's your first day on this app, if you can do an exacta box,
Okay.
let's use the 2 atone.
Yeah. A tone.
Okay.
All right. Let's use the 5 hit the road.
Okay. We're just clicking
There's
them,
more.
right?
We're using more horses. We're going to use
Yeah,
the 8
we're gonna
Sacred
use
Life.
all of Sarah's money right
Yeah,
now.
we are.
Yeah,
And we're
put
gonna use
down
the 12, never
$1,000.
surprised.
12, never surprised.
If you put it in for $1, that's how much? $12, right?
Wait,
Do
did you
see
put
that?
in the 8 too?
The 8's in there, right?
$1 combo.
But she did the 8 on her own, like for a
I did the 8
single.
on my own. So
I
we're
know.
just we're
That's good.
going
We're
in again.
doubling up on it.
Okay,
We're
good.
doubling up on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I just want to make sure our exact is
Great.
boxes.
That's done.
25812 dollar exact the box. You got that in there.
Yes.
Okay, send that in.
Great.
I'll pay for the ticket.
You can
It's
invoice
on
that.
me.
Drinks are on me, guys.
Invoice that after.
It's on me.
Okay.
And
Place the bet. Good
did
luck.
Did she box it? I don't think she
if
boxed
it's $12, she boxed it. Yeah.
Okay.
She did. I think
It's a
so.
combo.
I don't think
Yeah,
she
it's
did.
a
I think it's a
combo.
straight.
I think
Okay.
she's got it. She's got it.
I think she's
And
got
what
This
that
is
it.
a live-
means
this
is
is a live
if
stream, folks.
25812.
25812.
Come in the first two positions, any order, any of those two, no matter
Right.
what happens with the rest of them, we win. Now, I'm going to step out for a moment because I've got an analyst here who you have to meet. We've talked about the great analyst here at the track at Gulfstream Park. Ashley Mayu is one of
Oh
the
my
analysts.
gosh.
She
Yes.
is also the head of special projects here and oversees a lot of different things going on at the racetrack. Ashley, come on
Ashley, come on down.
Ashley, may I take my
Your
seat?
number has
And-
been called.
And actually, we've got the Jockey Cam video up too. Yeah, well,
yeah,
it's okay.
sorry.
I've
Dan's
been
going.
on enough.
It's ladies' night
We've
right
got a lot
now.
of questions for you.
By the way, Ashley, it is so great to meet you. You do an incredible job. Just fantastic seeing you be such a leader in this field. And we were just saying, just the girl power aspect of it too.
It's like girls club
We're
now.
like, man,
Now it's
she
on.
is crushing it. How has the day been going for you so far? Like, what stood out right now about Pegasus World Cup?
For me, having a really big exacta earlier in the card. I loved a couple of prices in a race, so I got back over $600 on a really small wager. So
Okay.
that's been the best part. But
You got to be listening to
I know,
her.
seriously, Dan, you're fired.
Yeah. What?
no, it's
Amazing.
been a great day of racing. Obviously, this is on the calendar for Gulfstream Park and just all of the first tracks. This is a really big day. And this year, the big thing was the addition of the filly and mare race on the turf. Typically, there were just the 2 Pegasus World Cup races, the 2 that are coming up. But 2 races before this, we had our first edition of the girls race, which is awesome. You talk about girl power.
Yeah.
So it's kind of grown each year, which has been huge.
Awesome. Okay, so when we're looking at this race in particular, let's look at not the turf invitational, but the stakes. What stands out for you about the 2 horses that are sort of in the lead, Life is Good and Knicks Go, that we're looking at? Who has the edge and why?
So if you would have asked me like 2 weeks ago, my pick, I would have said Knicks Go, but I've changed. I've gone to Life is Good. You can't take anything away from either horse. They've been tremendous on the racetrack. Knicks Go, to see where he started and where he's ended up. He's going to go for his 11th win today. This is his final career race before he goes to stud. And, a couple of years from now, we'll see his babies on the track, which is exciting. But he's got a ton of early speed. And then you have Life is Good, who's lightly raced. He's only been beaten once. And for him, he's going to go, I guess, in terms of a test, he's getting tested for distance today, but he's classy as they come. And when you watch the horses train in the morning, I think that gives you an idea of what sort of race they're sitting on and edging up for. And he's been training tremendous. They both have, but he seems to be a bit of a beast on the racetrack. But when you look at it either way, they're both phenomenal athletes. I kind of compared it to, I hope it's kind of like the Bills Kansas City game that we saw. Yeah. I mean, that's what I kind of view it as. It's like 2 heavyweights going against each other.
Okay, so
Such a good
Josh
game.
Allen is then Knicks Go. It's going to be a tough.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm from
Yeah.
Buffalo, but I'm not a Bills fan. So
I'm from
he
Kansas
can
City,
be Knicks
so
Go.
I'll just see myself
I'm
out.
from Toronto. We're basically Bills fans, so yeah. So, anyway, yes. What do you think about fashion? Want to ask her about?
Yeah, what's your favorite part of the fashion at the races? What's your favorite aspect, or what do you most look forward to seeing here?
I think it's fun to kind of plan your outfit. I'm typically not like a girly girl during the week.
Yeah,
On like
totally.
a normal day, but on a race day, I feel like it's an excuse to dress up and have fun. So the weather kind of put a wrinkle in things.
Girl,
I hope you guys are staying warm. I had to change
yeah.
and wear the leather jacket to add, I guess, a bit of flair, make me feel like a bit of a badass. But the weather has been cooler than usual, but it's fun. As you guys have your hats, Christine Moore gave me a lovely headband because it's been windy today.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we're all rocking it.
You look gorgeous.
Moore.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It is cold here for those who don't know.
Cold.
We're in Florida, but it's cold. Can say that. I have like a coat on my legs right now.
Sleeping bag.
Just curious though, Ashley, from your perspective, for all of us who watch you do your job and we hear the information and the reports you do, what's something that we wouldn't know about what goes into having to do your job that would kind of surprise us?
Ooh, I'm trying to think of a surprise. I think probably it's the time that it takes. Obviously, like you do a lot of interviews and you prep for them. So you're prepping for interviews, but you're also kind of prepping your selections and going through so many race replays. And, any handicapper will tell you it's a lot of work. So you come here for the day, and a day like today, you're here from maybe 11:30 to 6 o'clock. And I probably put, more hours than the day, that time frame into handicapping this card. Hopefully make some money along the way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And just for me, since I'm like kind of newer to horse
Yeah.
racing, is there anything that you would share? I think like some of our viewers might be like a little bit more unfamiliar. So if there's anybody who's like new to the sport, what's like one thing that you would share just to welcome them in? Or
I really think like the big thing is when you come to the track, I'm sure it's overwhelming, right? There's so much going on. There's events, there's betting, there's a program that you look at this and you're like, it's like in another language because you're not familiar with it. I think the best advice is to not be afraid to ask questions. You know, they tell you this when you're in school, right? Like ask the teacher questions. But if you see someone and they're handicapping, I think you should reach out and say, hey, can you explain this? Because most gamblers, as long as they're not trying to punch a ticket last minute and getting closed out, they'll help you.
Right.
And I think that's what it's about. Like that's been probably the most fun I've had at this job is just people talking when they pass you, hey, who do you like in this race and why?
Yeah.
It's like on my way to work, walking into the ring, but it's I've met some really cool people that way.
I was gonna say almost like a sense of community there. That's cool.
That's the best thing about horse racing, I think, is the community. The athletes are amazing, but it's the people behind them and everything. It's why I fell in love with the game.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
Love
so
it.
we're gonna harass you for one more pick. Who's gonna get that third spot? I know you can talk yourself in and out of any pick. That's what I've learned about horse racing.
I probably no one else that's on the show today will say what I'll say. I'm gonna go with a horse that I believe didn't win a race last year at all. Endorsed. He's a long shot. I think he can maybe get third in here. I think he's going to pick up the pieces. And if I'm not mistaken, his last couple races, they've been at shorter distances. And I think there's going to be enough pace for him late to maybe make a move. I don't think he'll get any higher than third, that's for sure. But maybe he can get a little show bet in on him.
Awesome.
We love a dark horse.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what you're doing,
Literally.
honey, and to have some fun. And thank you so much,
Awesome.
Ashley,
It was
for
great to
joining
see you
us
guys.
today.
So
We know
much.
you've been
You're
working
great.
really hard, so we'll let you go enjoy the races. I'm sure you're working still, so
Yes, I'm waiting for quitting time, though. Trust me. I see what you guys have, and
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
by
is it
the
time yet?
way, we would like to offer you
Actually,
an alcoholic beverage.
I know. I will be here in like 30 minutes, and I will.
Okay,
I will
fair enough.
quickly
Your
drink
job's a
one,
little bit
so.
different than ours. We've already cracked them open.
I think
here
I've been
on-
part of this, and it
on
makes
this
it more
show.
enjoyable, doesn't it?
It
Nice
does.
little
A little
cocktail.
harder to concentrate, but that's just a small little piece of it. So.
Awesome, ladies. Well, good luck. I'm going to hand this back over to you, right?
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ashley.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll I mean, Ashley, is she not the best?
She's the best.
She's
great.
spectacular.
Yeah, hang out with her. You guys are good.
Also,
I'll see
sorry
you.
for I was like, why don't you ask her about fashion? Like,
But I did. It went so well for us, I thought.
I was like, ask her about the fashion here. But yeah, it was cool. To learn all about that.
Absolutely.
The horses are going to the gate. You had the feed up on your thing there. We have here the Jockey Cam. So the perspective you're seeing right now on the screen, it's from the perspective of number 5, Hit the Road. That's the camera on top of jockey Tyler Gaffleone's helmet. So that's him going into the gate on Hit the Road. And there's also a camera on the horse number 9, Field Pass. So I believe what you'll see here is alternating between the cameras of both of them. Both of them should be pretty far back early. So you're going to see you're going to have some anxiety here. You're going to see all these horses going out in front of them.
Just add that to the list. Yeah.
Here, you want another one?
Yeah. I don't like seeing horses all jammed together.
So here we go. They're
Going
coming
in
out
the
of the
wrong
gate.
sport. Okay.
I have no idea if you're
All right.
done, but here we go.
And they're off. Wow.
Look at that. How cool is that?
Holy smokes.
How cool is that? So you can see he's pretty far back.
Yeah,
There's the 9 outside of him who has the other camera. That's Umberto Rispoli on the outside. The 2 at Tone. Look how tight the 2 is on the rail. You can see how wedged in
that's
he is
real
there.
tight.
Wow.
So, but pretty common.
Oh.
I mean, it's what they do. Oh,
Oh, have we lost connection?
did we freeze?
Oh.
We
Wait,
froze.
behind
Jockey
us.
Cam froze.
Or the jockey cam may or may
Yeah.
not be on the ground.
No, he's good. He's on. We're watching him here. So we see him on the other camera. Oh, wait, there it is. So
All right.
full screen there. Ashley left her mask here, which I'm going to have to retrieve. Here it is. You can come back on.
Yeah. That's good.
how
You're
we
doing
do.
the right thing, honey.
So right now, as expected, the horse on the lead was the horse on the outside. Remember, I told you had a
Yeah.
lot of speed, would go to the lead. Just depends how much pressure the horse would get. 12, never surprised. Still looks pretty comfortable on the lead. I mean, at this point, they're chasing, but you can see the jockey is pretty
Ooh.
settled in the saddle. We do have Jockey
Okay.
Cam back up now, so we have the perspective
yeah.
from the back of the field here.
All right.
Hit the
Okay,
road.
give me your best Larry Colmus right now.
Oh,
there,
I can't
Dan.
All right, turning her home, never surprised in the lead, but now jockey Luis Saez going to a little bit of a heavier ride, asking for more pressure coming on the outside from his stablemate number 6, Colonel Liam. Colonel Liam now taking a slight advantage, edging past Atoned at a big price on the outside. Atoned, can he get there? No, it looks like Colonel Liam, Todd Pletcher is going to be 1-2.
Wow. Whoa.
Wow, and a horse closed up the rail. Who I don't know who that horse was up the rail.
What a finish.
That was unbelievable. That was really
Todd
great.
Pletcher just absolutely dummied that race.
He owns. He owns.
He literally owned that race.
He owned.
Wow, a 1 and a 2. That's a big purse, baby.
Wow.
And he has Life is Good in the Pegasus
I think
World
life
Cup.
is pretty good for
Yeah,
Todd
so
Pletcher
Life
today.
is good for him.
Wow.
There was a horse closing up the rail, and I can't. Maybe we'll get a better shot.
Yeah,
here on
you
this
did a really good
camera.
job because I definitely couldn't tell at all.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
There
I was like,
glare on that screen. I was like,
how is he doing play-by-play right now? Okay, so we're
look
doing
at
a little replay right now.
There was a horse that absolutely flew up the
Wow.
rail. Do you see that horse coming up the rail?
Yeah.
But it did end 6-12. So if you had 6-12,
Yeah,
you made some money there.
6-12.
We did not have 6-12.
Yeah,
not.
unfortunately.
I'm sorry
Edzo,
for-
man, that was a bad pick. Stick to the pucks, baby. You
And
know.
the storyline stick to
Sorry, I'm joking. He's great with the
It's amazing
ponies,
how
too.
quickly,
Yeah.
one of the best analysts in horse racing, the best. And stick to the pucks.
No,
bro.
but it's crazy. Like that's what I think about when we talk about horse racing with everyone here and the betting and all the
Mhm.
experts. It can just flip flop any which way. As I said, you can talk yourself into a pick, you can talk yourself out of a pick, and then you'll be like, wait, my first initial reaction, who I want to bet is like someone you go against, and then they win,
Mhm.
and you're like,
Right.
what is life actually? Because betting on horses is such an inexact science.
It really, yeah, and it is a humbling game, very humbling game. JD, one of our good friends here, and also not this JD who's behind the camera, but
Shout
another
out.
JD Fox, who has also helped us produce some shows and host with us. He let us know that Space Traveler, the one horse, who's also a long shot, came up the rail at a big price to finish
Space
third.
Traveler, yeah, I'd heard about that one too
So-
a lot. Wow,
If you're me, you just ask other people for advice, and then you always have somebody else to blame, which is
Right.
nice
Yes.
for me.
What is it? Wait,
Yeah.
I hope so. I don't know if this is like, I hope Sarah's one sleeve is helping fight off the Florida cold.
Listen, okay,
that-
she made a wise choice.
Yeah, actually, Sarah, can you tell people about about your look? Because I know that you went through a lot of different dresses and hats and everything to get here, and you look
I
fabulous.
did. Oh, thank you. Likewise,
Fabulous.
queen.
Thank you.
So I mean, I bought, how many dresses did I buy? 15 dresses probably, and then there was like we had to match it with the hat. I mean, it was a whole thing. So the dress is from ASOS, honey, ASOS, and that's where I bought almost all of my dresses. And I'm gonna return most of them
I'm
when
gonna
this
return
whole
this
thing is
dress
over,
right
honey. Not this one. Not this
That'd
one.
be great.
She
I'm
lives
gonna
with me
return all
now.
this.
But yeah, I literally actually made the choice because I knew it was going to be colder, and I was like, well, we'll
Oh,
just
it's
cover
so
one
good.
shoulder, shall
Let's
we?
see. Let's get like a little bit of a look of just like the whole, like just
Yes.
like
we've just got a
pose, show us.
Just
Yeah.
pose. We're
yes, it looks
posing.
great. Looks
Yes,
awesome.
and then the hat, as you know, is Christine Moore in New York City, as is the Fascinator,
Mhm.
and she's fabulous. And we both got to hang out with her this week.
Yes, she's a creative, spunky, incredible
Amazing.
energy. Just really is, it's so palpable. And with the hat, tell us a little bit like why you went with this look.
I went with this hat, well, because I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of going for the Kate Winslet thing we were joking
It's
about earlier.
perfect.
It was
It
a purposeful
fits you.
choice, but also just because I was going between all these dresses, and this had enough color in it where I was like, I can make that work with one of these 8 things. I mean, like anybody who's been on TikTok with me in the last week knows, like I just constantly asking other people what I should wear and taking their advice. Not unlike the horse betting. And
There
we're
we
back.
go. Segue. I absolutely love it. Same with me. I just rented this dress and then was like, it's going to be cold. Maybe I should just wear like a snowsuit instead because I'm soft.
That was option 2.
What?
Snowsuits were.
You're
second
like,
choice.
what? What are you pointing at? What are you showing
What
me? The
happened?
comments. So, I mean, first of all, your people have taken over, Sarah.
Oh my
like they have
gosh.
taken over this stream entirely. But yeah, someone I guess missed the open when we referenced the Titanic.
I
Kate
see.
Oh,
Winslet.
yes.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, you are
It's consistent thread.
You're pulling it off.
Yeah, I feel like you should be like up there and like we're down here in like steerage because you
in the wind.
Yeah, just like eating, drinking some champagne, waving, to
Yes,
everyone
waving
from
indeed.
a large
Warning you of
boat.
any ice because it is that cold.
Yeah,
We're showing some aerial, like an aerial shot right now. We're going to take a look at some of the video around the track today at Gulfstream Park. We did a little bit of a walk around, and we saw some interesting things on the blue carpet here, not the red carpet, the blue carpet. Celebrities, musical performances after the races. That's all part of Pegasus World Cup. The headliners today, legends, hip hop legends.
Yes.
Ja Rule in the house. We were there when he showed
Yeah, we
up.
saw him.
Lil Kim.
Yeah.
Mase, a little Mase, no Puffy, didn't bring Puffy with him, just Mase.
Yeah.
And we got some footage here momentarily that you'll see here on the blue carpet with Ja Rule walking in. That's what kind of makes it unique. Like I was thinking about it, like the NBA All-Star game, right? There's a musical performance, that there, like the Super Bowl, there's music, but you don't really like. Is there a baseball musical performance that stands out? Like other sports don't really do it that well,
Right?
And
it's like an all-star game, as you said. Yeah, and I was saying it before. It feels like Super Bowl because you do have like the pomp and circumstance of sort of that sporting entertainment environment, not necessarily like the Saratoga that we've been to, where it's like a bit more of this sort of like the bunting and like the old school sort of like horse people type stuff. It's like a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, like today there's a horse race going on and then there's a hip hop concert afterwards. Like how awesome is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, why don't we just have everything together, have a great time? It feels awesome to be back at the track. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I haven't been to a race since like 2019 or like been out of my apartment since then as well. So this is a little bit crazy right now.
Welcome out.
But yeah, this doesn't fit in my New York City apartment.
Yeah, I know.
I have to exit.
So you ship that here too, right?
No, I brought it. I checked it in a shipping box.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And Southwest was like, "You're going to Pegasus?" I was like, "I am."
Like,
Thank you.
We've seen the TikToks, figured out what hat I'm wearing. But Dan, we've talked a lot about our fashion.
Oh, don't worry about it.
He has a wooden bow tie.
It's epic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Now he's going to zoom in.
Yeah.
We're going to get the under chin action.
Get that on.
So you agree? You look really good. There we go. That's the angle.
That's great. And so, tell us about your look today.
This is, I'm trying to remember. This is either two guys bow ties, or I think that's what it is. Two guys bow ties, and it's actually the New York City skyline etched into it, which fits perfectly for a race at Gulfstream Park in South Florida.
Yes,
makes sense, right?
Totally.
So anyway, but it's I just felt like it fit with everything else I was wearing, so I did it. And I'm also, you mentioned like you see, I don't know, maybe I don't want to say all guys, maybe it's just me. During COVID, I initially gained like a ton of weight because I was sitting around drinking a lot of beer, and then I lost a lot of weight. So all of my clothing, like it just doesn't fit me. But like I feel like, I don't know, again, maybe it's just guys. I feel like you probably wouldn't come out with a dress that was like oversized, like 4 sizes.
Right. Yeah.
But that's what I'm doing today, essentially, with my shirt.
I'm sorry, did you not hear that Sarah bought like 50 dresses to make sure she had the right one?
Well,
Same with me too.
Yeah, but
we're not coming out here with a dress 4 sizes too big.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't do it, right? Like you just would not even like think about it, right? Like it just doesn't. And for me, I didn't think of the opposite. I didn't think of like it's not possible. Like at no point did it cross my mind you should go out and get a shirt for this.
Right. Because you had the wooden bow tie to tie it all together.
Yeah,
and you knew that already.
you didn't need to. You had the piece, right? It's like that's where everyone's looking at. They're like, oh, cool, wooden bow tie. You picked the spot. Like my toadstool fascinator.
The lily pad.
Lily pad.
I like her.
Yes.
Well, toadstool's
I love it. I feel like I'm a Super Mario character, which is like a dream. Like I'm Princess Peach or something.
Do you always go fascinator? Or do you sometimes go hat?
I've never done hat before. I've always done fascinator, or I've worn like a
piece of foliage.
I don't want to give away a little secret I'll be doing later on. So a tease. It's something else I sometimes wear on my head for horse races. Yeah.
I can't
one
wait.
of my old shticks. Yeah.
It actually
a bag of tricks.
It's going to work really well today.
It is.
By the way, before we move off this conversation about the entertainment here, there was this kind of like throwback video a couple of years ago. Ludacris was here.
Yeah.
And we ran into him. We had this funny exchange with him that we'll show our audience.
First time at this particular racetrack, but man, we in good company. It's good energy here. I love day parties. I love getting drunk during the daytime.
You got a horse in the big race. Anybody tell you this is the horse you got to bet on?
I've been nominated.
Did you make money on that?
I did. But I'm not really supposed to be telling the IRS that stuff, so keep that to yourself.
All right.
Well, that was great. There was no audio. I couldn't hear it, but it looked pretty good.
I bet it was great though.
It was basically him telling us that he won a bunch of money and like he doesn't like talking about it because he doesn't want the IRS to know, which is really, really,
Whoa.
you know,
It's excellent content. It's
Yeah,
relatable
it's
content.
right.
I get it.
it
I'd post it.
It is almost
Yeah.
tax season too, so it's timely. All right, we're gonna bring in one more guest who's gonna talk a little horse racing with us
Okay.
and some sports, as we know tomorrow.
All
the
right. Well,
conference
we'll see.
championship
We'll see you
games.
later, there, Sarah. Then
Sarah, we're gonna bring you back. Blackjack.
she'll be back. Sarah's
Come on
fans,
in
don't
now.
worry. She's literally standing on the other side right
Kurt,
there.
I didn't see you.
But
I
we
didn't
are
see you, so
going
now-
to have
Actually, we're gonna switch
enter
it
in.
up. Kurt, come in.
Kirk.
Yeah, we just called an audible. Kurt, you're coming in.
Kurt
know what, Kurt, sit
Rossner,
here.
come on down.
Here,
The
and bring
price
Sarah back in.
is
Tell Sarah to come
right.
back.
Yeah, we can't let our
Sit here.
crown jewel go anywhere. No, we got fashion going
Don't
on.
worry. Just
Kurt Rossner, hey, how's it going? Really great to meet you and have you here today. So we have a bit of a fashion couture expert over here. We have a fashion couture expert over here. Tell us a little bit about what you've been working on with your styles and everything with horse racing apparel.
So what we try to do is really kind of appeal to the fan, obviously. Different ways, growing the brand from the apparel side of it. We've always saw an opportunity that wasn't existing at the tracks, wasn't online. Trying to get more creative with it, higher quality stuff, and it's worked. Like trying to partner with people in the industry. And
do you ever get to meet the fans, or what's your favorite aspect of designing this type of clothing?
I think it's working with the personalities,
Yeah.
In the sport, and then letting them be creatively involved, let their personality shine. The partnerships have really worked the best, I think. And, like our JK collection is a great example. And that's just really his image and something that allows him to have a platform to sell his image. And that's worked really well.
So for those who don't know, give us a little description about what kind of look you guys go for, what sort of like your signature brand and blend that you work on.
I think it's really trying to horse racing gets a little old at times. Like there's not a lot of fresh, new, creative products, whether that's apparel or anything else in the industry. And then I think what we've tried to do is really appeal to the younger audience so that they're fans for a long time, and do it in a creative, high quality sense. That's what we've tried to do.
So what's hot right now? What's trendy?
So these button ups, I wish I could wear today, but it's absolutely freezing. Short sleeve button ups, the Hawaiian style stuff. I mean, it's never existed in horse racing before, right? Like it's really kind of just different than the sport has ever seen. And we're trying to do things to bring different people into it through the apparel side.
I love it.
Yeah.
Totally. Do you primarily focus on menswear, or are you?
Yes, by default, probably because I'm a guy, right? And it's definitely a part that we're looking to obviously expand into the female line. It comes up all the time.
I bet.
And my natural reaction to it is we're trying to figure that out because we're not guys. My business partner and I are dudes and trying to figure out what's the right
I feel
products.
like we could have like a bit of a symbiotic relationship here. I will have to
Absolutely.
say I have a horse suit I bought that has horses on it. Sometimes I wear that, sometimes I wear a dress, whatever. But it's men's and it doesn't really fit me that well. So I would love to have a woman's horse racing suit because I also love this too. If anyone can tell, it's like jockeys.
This is the Claiborne Farm Jockey
Farms.
Silks, yeah.
Something
very
that's like a
cool.
little bit different, a little bit kind of like nouveau. I love that.
Yeah.
That style. It's in.
Our growth projection is definitely finding the same thing that we're doing, but that added to the women's line and kids too. The feedback I get most of the time is women are the ones that mostly buy for themselves and for their husband, boyfriend, or whatever.
Yes.
And then most people buy for their kids and their pets. So
right.
growing those lines is going to be a natural progression for things for sure.
And how has this year been different from other? I mean, everyone's back at the track this year. Everyone's stoked to be here. Has that been great for you, or how's it different this year?
It's a great question, and I think that the pandemic proved that, or what horse racing I think provided during the pandemic was the ability to gamble. It was the only thing that really doesn't need fans. So I think we picked up a ton of new followers, fans, because there was nothing else to gamble on. So people are learning horse racing. America's Best Racing is delivering content to the people that don't have anything to gamble on. So the pandemic I thought was great. And now that everybody's back, it's helping because the brand
Keep the momentum
grew
going,
during
right.
that. It kept the momentum going. And now the stuff is being worn, which is the best marketing, right?
Yes,
Totally.
So-
definitely.
I think that the pandemic really, sport-wise, was best for horse racing, I think.
Yeah,
Interesting.
definitely an odd silver lining. But I know my boyfriend was betting on horses literally day and night because there was nothing else to
Nothing
do
else to bet.
and nothing else to bet on. So that's where all our rent money went. But it was really fun
Yeah.
at the time. But in
crazy.
terms of betting even today, do you have any feelers out there for the stakes coming up?
So I always answer this question with who's ever working with us at the time. We have a Knicks Go shirt online, so
There you
it
go.
has to be Knicks
You heard
Go.
it here.
Yeah.
So if Knicks Go wins, we're doing all right.
Yes. And you'll be pumping out
Absolutely.
all of
Pumping out the
that.
shirts, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, New York, you never know. Probably not if it's the Knicks, but if it's Knicks Go, you never
Gotta
know,
be.
right?
Got to be. I mean, I also think Knicks Go is going to win too,
Okay.
from my analyst perspective. But
Well,
Yeah.
I'm taking in everyone's opinions. I don't know. This is like one of my first times betting, so I'm taking in
Oh, really?
everyone's opinions. I'm taking them. Yeah.
I've not won a race today, so
Great.
my opinion is not going to matter.
So maybe not that guy's
Okay.
opinion. No, you never know. That's what it is. Like you could just get the hot hand at the last
I'm
minute.
due.
You're
So-
due. You're definitely
True.
due.
Definitely.
And just like based on all the different events that you've been to and races, what's something you can tell everyone who's at home who hasn't been at this that really stands out? That's something that you love about it.
Great question, because this is my first time at the Pegasus Cup. It is very different. Very different. I think this is a very fashionable event, more than the other races. I think it's I don't feel like I feel like this is the one event that brings it all together, which I think is pretty unique.
Yeah.
There's not the history like at Saratoga or it's very different. It's a very different event, and I'm experiencing it for the first time. But I think that this is the bringing everything together: the gambling, the fashion, the whole sport comes together here, different than everything else. And I'm still, like I said, I wasn't expecting that, so it's been different.
Yeah. Totally.
And I've never been to Gulfstream, oddly enough. So this is my first time
All
here.
of us
so-
too.
here.
I
It's
know,
our
it's
first
a
time
newbie.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all pretty
Yeah.
jazzed about it. Wish it was warmer, of course, but
That was
it's Florida in January, and it's I guess not the
And
snowstorm.
the shirts look good in any tent.
It was not
Yes, they
expecting
do.
this.
They do.
Yeah.
I know. Well, thank you so much for joining
Yes,
us here
thanks for
today,
having me.
Kurt.
Thank
you so much,
guys.
Kurt.
Appreciate you
Sure.
coming on,
Absolutely.
and hopefully for your shirt's sake, Knicks Go wins.
Yes,
but if not,
absolutely.
you can find some awesome shirts and merchandise. Maybe give people the shout out of where
Absolutely.
they can find your stuff.
oldsmokeclothing.com, and same with our Instagrams, Old Smoke Clothing, and Twitter. That's where you can find ours.
Okay,
Awesome.
great
Great.
stuff. All
Yeah,
right, well, thank
thanks
you
so
for
much.
joining
Great
us,
meeting you
and
guys.
good luck with that pick.
All right.
And we will welcome back in our third member of the group.
Kurt, I can't leave you empty-handed. You got to grab one of these drinks.
Oh,
here.
yes, we
I always
of
give you a
course,
drink
we
for the
have.
I was
road.
wondering what was going
If
on.
you can ever get out.
Yeah, we make sure
your
everyone
stuff.
has a roadie here
How you doing?
on
Okay.
Pegasus World Cup Live, whether or not they want one.
Who are you
Dan's
betting
the
in this
booze
race?
captain over here. We'll do the heavy lifting.
You haven't even
Just give
looked.
out
Okay, thanks for the
alcohol,
analysis. You can go
I
that way
enjoyed.
if you
Yeah,
want.
sorry.
Where you-
There's actually no way out. You're gonna have to climb out through.
All right,
the,
Blackjack can come in.
the
Samantha,
hedges.
Samantha, come in. Blackjack, you're still on the sidelines. Actually, Samantha, take my seat. I'm still going to go right back
Okay.
off.
Yes.
There
Yeah.
we
Dan,
go.
get out of here.
Now you actually, because there's only
Yeah.
minutes, you need analysis.
I know we don't. We do.
Oh,
We
yes,
got
we
Samantha
do.
Perry here. You guys know her, racing analyst, former jockey. She knows the ins and outs of everything going on in the sport and beyond. We're so happy to have you here today because not only are you so with it within the sport, but you've actually ridden horses before in terms of this. Like, tell us, what's it like to be a jockey?
Well, it's a lot of fun. It's not for everybody, I will say that, but it's a blast. There's really nothing like it. Winning a race and being in a crowd like this, it's just a really excitement that you can't really explain, guys.
Absolutely. And currently, what's like your favorite part about the race today? Like how's Pegasus sitting on you?
Since last year, we were on weird circumstances, and it's really great to get everybody back out the track again. This is a race that really attracts a whole different crowd other than just your normal people that come to the races every day. So this has been a lot of fun to just get people back out again and just see everybody's faces without the masks and just enjoy some good racing.
Okay, so from a jockey's perspective, for the two horses in this race, Life is Good and Knicks Go, we have Joel Rosario and Irad Ortiz Jr. With these jockeys, how do we, who has the edge and why?
Well, you could play the edge of older, more experienced. That's Joel Rosario. He's an incredible rider, a very good person. They're both great people, great family men. I think he's got the advantage, but you're only as good as the horse that's under you. And that's the main thing. I think Knicks Go has the class of the field here. He won this race last year, and I think he'll take it all the way this year again.
How come? We're confused as to who will win.
Well, that's a loaded question, but the main thing is that when you look back at his past performances, just the way that he's really developed as a horse since he's been in the Brad Cox barn, he's just been incredible as of late and a really just talented horse. Now, Life is Good. I can't knock him at all. He is great, but he's still developing. He's a younger horse. He hasn't seen as many miles yet, and I think next year we'll probably expect him to see him in the winner's circle here, but I think today Knicks Go is going to get it done.
Wow. Okay.
So when you're looking at any of these horses, just when you look at the jockeys, what is it that gives a jockey an advantage over another jockey? Just in the bigger scheme of things.
You could go with win percentages. Whenever you're seeing these big races like this, jockeys are usually shipping in to ride different places. I know Joel Rosario has been bouncing around a lot. He's been at Oaklawn racing. He's now here. Now, Irad Ortiz is a local jockey here, and this is a guy that knows this track like the back of his hand. So you could maybe play the local field. Yeah. So that can kind of give you an edge as well.
Okay.
And Samantha, as a female jockey, where do you think women are going in this sport? Do you think we should expect to see more female jockeys, or what's your take on that?
I would really hope so. It is a very male-dominated sport, but of course, women make the world go round. Behind every successful man, there is a successful woman behind them, or beside them, or in front of them, of course. So that they're shaking their head. Yeah. But I think anybody can attest to that. Unfortunately, we don't see a lot of women in racing, and that is actually something I've been a very big advocate for, because we just bring a special touch to it. And I really think that women riders have an advantage over the males because we have softer hands. And I know that's something that a lot of the horses like. Some horses are a little more aggressive. Some of them need little calm hands to get them to settle some. And that's something that females are really great with. And I know Todd Pletcher had mentioned that his exercise rider, which is her name's Amelia, the girl who gets on Life is Good in the morning, she had done a really good job with him at getting him to settle down, because that's been a horse that's been very aggressive from the jump, and just that lady's touch, she's got him to settle down a lot.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Wow. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah,
See?
It makes a lot of sense kind of when you think about just women in general. We're just a little, not to say that women are all delicate, we all have our own thing, but just horses and animals in general just calm down a lot around us. So
interesting. I don't know about me with my anxiety, though. It's just coming at them. They'd be like, "Get away from me!" Just joking. Or these claws. But in the bigger scheme of things, when you were racing, what was the craziest thing that you ever experienced?
Oh gosh, to myself personally?
Yeah.
Oh man. One time I forgot to put my goggles down in the starting gate before a race, and I rode the whole race without any goggles on.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I pulled them down, but then they fell down on my neck, and then they kicked the starting gate, and I was
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So could you see at all?
Yeah, thank goodness. It was a quarter horse race, so we were only going a quarter of a mile down the racetrack. But that was kind of a scary moment. Oh gosh, because if you get hit with dirt, you can close your eyes or you can wipe them off, but it's not the same as having your windshield on.
Of course,
right?
you're steering a horse there.
But I have actually seen a race back in Oklahoma City where a geese had flown into the chest of a horse during a race. Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Exactly. Where did they come from?
Just boom,
Yeah,
just hit by.
very aggressive.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were not afraid.
Not for the faint of heart to be riding a horse.
No,
right?
not at all. But it's very fun. But there are things like I could never skydive, but I could get on a horse any day of the week and be fine. But
Wow.
heights, forget about it.
Well, as I've gone skydiving before, but I could never get on a horse.
See, there
like
you go. See, I don't know how you do that.
see.
I don't know how you
that.
guys do that. It terrifies me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what's your final? We'll give you like a final takeaway of like Pegasus World Cup this year. What stands out about it that you like?
You know, it's just great to see the fans back at racing. This is a big staple in South Florida racing here, the Pegasus World Cup. We've got a lot of great racing coming. Looking forward to. We've got the Kentucky Derby in less than 100 days, which is very exciting. And this is a sport that we need younger people, especially females, in. And any way we can spread the word of that, it's just really great. It's for anybody. And even if you're just playing a $2 bet, it's so much fun to see that. Yeah, that's you too. Yeah. So, I mean, if you win a $2 bet, are you more likely to come back to the track?
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. See, so it's
Smart
just
lady.
it's a really it's a
it's
fun
true.
thing. Yeah, it's really fun. They're magnificent animals, and there's just no sport like horse racing.
So exciting. All right. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Samantha,
you,
for joining
ladies.
us.
It was
Thank
great
you.
chatting with you
Samantha
all,
Perry,
and
you
good
too.
luck, everybody, with your
Yeah.
bets in the Pegasus World Cup.
Yes, we've got an exciting race coming up. Samantha Perry, former jockey, racing analyst. And where can everyone follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Samantha G. Perry, and I post a lot of pics on there. I'm tagged in ABR, so if you guys want to find me, you can find me in the link I'm tagged in the post for this. So we'll see you guys then. Follow me on Twitter.
Awesome stuff.
Thank
Okay,
you,
thank you so much
guys.
for joining
so
us. Dan has a present for you, I believe,
I do. We have a parting gift for
as
everyone.
parting gift of alcohol. So hopefully you're not doing dry January. Great. So
Bye.
nice
Your
to
boots are
meet
so
you.
cute.
Thank you.
I couldn't even see them. We'll talk about them later.
Oh, there's Knicks Go right
So-
behind us right
Okay,
now.
look, so I'm not going to lie. You both should take a second. You've been doing
Place the
all
bet.
the heavy lifting here. Turn around and record video on your phones of these. You're never going to see horses again for a $3 million race this close. So,
Horses again for
okay.
so get this video. It's a special moment. Get your video. Life is good.
You can do it. You can do it. Nobody. He's raising.
There's life is good.
He's doing now.
He's booing. Oh no.
That's the analysis.
You're never gonna have a
Literally.
video of a
Just took
horse.
a video of the horse.
These are horses running for $3 million,
Sir Winston.
and they.
That's also that's
Wow.
that's
What's
the
your
one I
horse?
want on a price. Comes from Canada
He comes
right
from
now. He's
Canada.
been
You've
training
gotten some
with
Canada,
Woodbine.
some love from
on
Canada in the
Tapeta,
comments.
which is a little bit of a different surface, but he's a former Belmont Stakes winner. So this is like a comeback sort of story we've got. It was like Tiger Woods, a little bit different, and then he's now coming back. He's not going to win the Masters like Tiger did,
Mhm.
but I do believe that Sir Winston, he's my number 3 in this. So it's like the 2-horse race.
Well, you need a long shot, right?
You
You
need a
can't just
long
bet the
shot.
favorites.
You can't bet the favorites.
Sarah,
That
that's
is
for
number
you.
1. We forgot to tell you in
Thank you.
betting.
My
You can't
goodness.
just bet the favorites. I mean,
Okay.
you could, but you'd win like
Taking
$1.
this.
Well, guys, I've got
Oh,
3
wow.
minutes to make some
You're
magic
nursing this.
happen.
You're really nursing this one.
I've been literally talking for an hour and a half. Spewing nonsense here the whole time. Okay, I'll
You're
take
killing
a
it.
second. I'll take
You're
a
killing it.
second.
All right, so look, we've been talking about a number of the horses. We've shown you video of Knicks Go, who's 4 to 5. He's the heavy favorite. We haven't shown you what all the hype is about with Life is Good. So let's go back to his Breeders' Cup Derby.
They're into the stretch, and it's Life is Good. Off the turn with a 2.5 length lead. Ginobili full out in second. On the inside, 8 Rings is third. They're coming past the 16th pole. It's Life is Good. And this colt is incredible. Life is Good. Won it by 6 lengths over Ginobili.
So Sarah, I just saw you.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? Did you just put
Wait.
your bet in?
No, I'm working on it.
I don't know if that video of Life is Good just convinced you to bet
She
on
just
Life
put
is
a
Good.
sneaky bet in behind your back because
She
she's been
did?
trying to tell her all her picks.
So
Yeah.
tell us, you're on the first bet app now. What are you doing now?
I'm putting a bet in for Life is Good.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because
Just to win?
listen, you've led me astray a few times today, but I'm gonna go in.
He's a
Okay.
Knicks fan, but he's not betting on the Knicks, right?
No,
Oh,
I
you
like
can't
Life
bet
is
on the
Good.
Knicks.
This is Life is Good right here. The 4-horse.
There he is. Well,
Go, baby.
there we go.
And this is
Life
it. This
is
is
All
good.
right,
this is-
Ortiz Jr., baby.
they're going to do a little lap around here, and then they're going to head
Wow.
out to the track.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous for them. I'm getting the shakes right now as we get ready to go.
Not the shakes.
Like I feel like I'm about to race.
There's your boy, Sir Winston.
Sir Winston, let's go. Oh yes. So
So-
also sneaky nugget, by
Yeah.
the way, Sir Winston likes the cold because he has been racing in Canada
Oh.
and
Oh,
at
good tip.
Are we calling this cold now?
Valedictory,
The Valedictory Stakes.
where he won in December. It was snowing. Loved it.
Mhm.
So it's chilly right now. Some horses
Oh, it
might
gets
not
a
like
little
it, but Sir Winston
Okay.
loves it.
All right.
Shout out Woodbine. Shout out Canada.
Shout out
let's-
Canada.
Let's bring in this guy. All right, Sarah, you're going to have all the time now.
yes,
to
now
next
you can
5
go place
minutes.
my bets, guys.
to go put your
I'm
bets
so
in.
Got all the
excited.
time in the
The whole
world.
thing.
And we're going to bring in Blackjack Fletcher.
Blackjack,
time.
come on down.
Long time.
So great. I know. I was gonna say, it looks like we're going to prom together right now.
It's really nice.
We're going to horse racing prom. It's like perfect. Okay, so we've got a lot going on here right now. We got horse racing, but we got some big NFL games coming up tomorrow.
We do.
Okay. NFC title game, Rams, Niners. Who you got? Why?
The Rams should win this by 1 million, right? I mean, the Niners have been lucky enough to beat them like 6 times in a row, even with Jimmy Garoppolo back there, which is a testament to the rest of that
Do you
team.
want to go that you're trying to start your own little controversy?
Jimmy Garoppolo is not a good quarterback. Like, he's not by any measure of a quarterback. He's not. The Rams are the better all-around team. They should win this for fun.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay, then do you think
Jeff Garcia disagrees?
well, we boo
love
Jeff
it.
Garcia. No, we are an anti.
No, let's
Jeff
not do this.
Garcia
He's
show.
a poor man, Steve Young.
We are a
No, he's
pro
not.
Mina Kime show. So
Yes.
listen, I've never been a horse, but I can host this horse racing show. Okay, so let's go back to now. Chiefs are going to blow at the Bengals. True or false?
I like the Bengals. I like the Bengals plus the 7.5 here. I mean,
Okay.
the Chiefs, I'm a Bills fan.
Yeah. Tease
They
and
ripped my
tease.
hearts out last week. All of them. 13 seconds. 13 seconds.
God.
Yeah.
13
I
seconds.
saw many people bet they got the Chiefs at like plus 2,000 or something with 13 seconds.
Danny, I am a skeptic. I'm a Bills, Mets, Knicks fan. I've never
Oh,
seen a championship.
yikes.
I don't know what it feels like.
Yeah, so we won't be taking
When
it
Josh
being
Allen scored
verified.
that touchdown, I believed. I was there. I'm like,
Yeah.
nobody's beating this.
Yeah,
Bills.
yeah.
13 seconds was too much.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Bengals. We're all Bengals.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, kind of the underdog. Yeah.
They can score. I mean, the Bengals can put points up, right? I mean, that offense is explosive.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they can hang. I think they can keep it within a touchdown.
Okay. Wow.
Do you, well, what you don't like that?
No, I like it. I like
You
it. I
like
just feel
it?
bad. I just got a flashback to the Bills game, and I was like, oh,
awful.
I was
It
like,
was
oh
sad.
It was
no.
awful.
Oh.
Let's talk some ponies here real quick.
Please.
We've got a couple of minutes to the race. Are you alive in any of your pick 3, pick 4, any of that
I'm
action?
alive in the pick 3 and the pick 5. I'm losing money in both, even if I win.
Oh, great. Okay.
Knicks Go is all I got in the pick 5. And I love him. He looks great out there. But I can tell you, Life is Good looks like a monster.
Oh, I know.
I like
He
Life.
does.
He
Looks
he looks like
like
he really
a
does.
monster.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It scares me. The outside pick I would have is Sir Winston.
Yes.
If these two
I
just
gotta move
burn
these down,
each
stressing me
other
out.
up on the front end, Sir Winston can close. He's performed really well up at Woodbine.
Shout out Canada. Yep.
Julie, nobody loves Canada as much as I do.
Oh,
Julie, I have a Canadian maple leaf tattooed on my right arm.
Why?
I love Canada.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite place in the world. I had
Okay,
it
I'm
done.
super gullible.
I had to have it
Don't
done in Canada by a Canadian.
are you gonna show? Yeah, at this point you have to show it
Okay.
to us.
All right,
I
now
would
I
have to
know
really
this is a
strip down.
joke.
Just-
Now I
It
know
is
this
not
is
a joke. It is absolutely
By the
not
way,
a joke.
You're also
right.
getting some love in the comments. They love your blazer. Somebody wants my dad's picks. So
Max's
Pops,
picks are necessary.
So Pops, if you're watching, just drop them in the comments. I think I saw him in here early. So drop them in.
I love the fashion comment. This is South Florida chic.
Yes,
Julie knows.
it is. It
You're
is very
prepared.
Miami. Yeah, we feel this is the Miami horse race.
It is.
It
It is.
we've got the entertainment. We saw Ja Rule. We took a video of him.
We did,
Like
we
we look
did.
like we're tourists. We look so embarrassing taking a video of Ja Rule walking by us.
That's what it
But
is.
when he does, you gotta. So
Listen, you do what you got to do.
you
all
do
right?
what you gotta do. And we have a huge race coming up just shortly. So how much time we got? Dan, I need a count.
Well, I have news here with 2 minutes. Oh, they just added 5 minutes to post because there's a dragon. So we have 5 minutes now to post. So we have time. With 5 minutes to post, comment on the screen, Maxim G. Tordjman, I'm here. All right. He's made his entrance.
Max
now
is
we
here.
are waiting for your picks. Just tell us who you're picking and give us a trifecta.
I will always remember Dan's dad because I watched maybe the most controversial Kentucky Derby of all time with him with maximum security.
Yep.
With that takedown. And me and your dad were standing around a TV at Belmont Park waiting to see what happened.
I wasn't there. He was hanging out with my dad.
Me and Max were there together for 22 minutes waiting for that takedown.
With my
and
dad.
The best part of this is maximum security finished first in that Derby. Country House, the horse who finished second at, what was it, Dan? 64-1?
It was in the 65-1 range. Yes,
Dan Tordjman had given out on my radio show earlier in the week as the winner.
I did, and I'm still.
Did you
and
bet
look,
it?
Oh yeah, I did. I had a really good day and night and week and year. Yeah, it was
That
good.
must have been a real tough one for the casinos and everyone.
Well,
you know.
Well, I mean, you know
the
what it is.
casinos hurt Danny. The casinos hurt Danny.
Yeah, exactly. So again, let's not talk about
racetrack. The casinos hurt Danny.
You guys know about what I did last night, so we're gonna leave that alone. My dad is watching, so we don't want to mention any of that. He would be very disappointed. Okay, so my dad likes the 2 as a long shot. That's his. He just says he likes the 2 as a long shot, which is
Chess
Chief, a horse no one's really talking about. So maybe this is the horse. Okay.
Maybe he is. Maybe he is.
It's tough, right? Because he's
50-1.
These two are so good up front.
I know.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can think of is that if they burn each other up.
Yeah, that's it, right?
That maybe, and that's how I got Sir Winston.
Yeah.
I mean, Sir Winston can close, right? We
Okay.
saw it in the Belmont. We've seen him at Woodbine do it. I don't know how you get past those two, though.
Mm-hmm.
Will you just commit right now to, if Sir Winston wins, coming back, stripping down, showing us the tattoo?
100%.
All right.
And if you don't have the tattoo, you will get the tattoo.
Julie, I 1,000%
On
have the
TV.
tattoo.
Maybe you get another tattoo.
I think that tattoo should function as my Canadian passport. I think I love Canada more than half of Canadians.
Well, today that would ring true right now, but we won't go down that path. But this is great because I love Americans that love Canadians, and I'm a Canadian that loves Canadians and Americans. So we're all just having a great old time here. We've only had a few sips of this, just for anyone watching at home who's wondering what's going on site here.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we got similar picks with that. Let's get just Super Bowl pick. Who's going to win it?
The Rams. I think
Okay,
the Rams.
And also, we forgot to ask you, Tom Brady retiring today. Did you have, were you surprised, or do you think it's going to happen?
It's devastating. I didn't think Tom Brady would ever retire. I think that he's not only the greatest football player of all time, the greatest athlete of all time, and the greatest living American. This is a very divided country right now. And if anybody can heal it, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I hope he goes into politics and just runs on his own platform.
Yeah.
Nobody can do what Tom Brady does.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's spectacular.
I thought he had more gas left in the tank.
I think he still does.
Is this going to be a retirement? Come out of retirement?
I kind of hope so. I don't want him to go away. I said earlier, with Tom Brady not playing in the NFL, I might be done with the NFL. I might just now go to being a Hamilton Tiger Cats fan.
Yeah, go right straight CFO.
Yeah, I mean, go Ticats. I was at the Grey Cup this year in Hamilton.
Real Canadian.
I was there. Great atmosphere. The Hammer, great town.
Yeah. Winnipeg won.
I was at the last 2 Grey Cups. I saw Winnipeg win them both. I'm not happy about it. Hamilton's a better version of Pittsburgh, so
Yeah, that's how people understand that.
Blackjack, our producers offset. They're going to send in Sarah Cline, but don't worry, we have a keg of maple syrup waiting for you right around the tent.
Really would.
So you should be fine.
I love it. All right, well, let's go, Sir Winston, our Canadian boy, who isn't Canadian at all, but he's just trained up there. So, but Mark Cassidy,
much like myself.
Mark Cassidy, Hall of Fame trainer. Thank you so much, Blackjack, for joining us.
Good luck hitting that ticket.
Been awesome. Hopefully, you hit that ticket. Those are all my picks too.
Yeah.
So.
Look, I did a little bit of a sneaky play. While I was offset, I did a superfecta actually, which is the top 4 finishers, and I heard what Ashley said about endorsed. I take what Ashley says seriously, and I threw endorsed into a superfecta. So even though endorsed was not a horse that I was looking at earlier, with the horses that we had talked about,
she is pretty smart.
She knows her stuff.
And we don't know anything. But what I do know is, can I do my little thing now?
Yeah, so let's do it. So we've got Jockey Cam up. We got a couple minutes to post, and we are going to get Julie Stewart-Binks selection. How are you going to give us your pick?
Hannah, do you mind taking a video of this while we do this? Sorry.
Do you want me to hold this for you while you're doing this? Okay.
So, Oh yeah. What I'm going with is listen, we got two really good horses, okay? Knicks Go retirement race. No one wins in their final race ever, okay? We just saw Tom Brady go out on a loss. Life is Good, feisty upstart. And I believe that this is going to be the horse that at the end of the day, they're going to go neck and neck, and Life is Good, because Life is Good right now is going to win. And this is
How you know?
this is how. I'm not.
The wind up.
I kind of.
This is. Here we go. Life is Good. That's the selection, folks. Life is good. Oh, Life is good.
I love horse racing.
And I'm holding the mic as if you're gonna say something as Life is Good.
Well, listen,
Press conference.
listen. I'm not stealing this bit from Lee Corso, but I had to bring the horse head back, and if it's to pick Life is Good, it means Life is Good. All right.
All right. Sarah, do you want to?
Hi, Mom.
You know, I'm actually good. I've had something on my head all day, so
This has been the
I do want to get you a glittery horn though, because we're at Pegasus.
Yes, this has been the pinnacle of my career. All right, thank you so much. This has been great. Okay, let's get everyone's picks in here. We'll get Dan.
I'm gonna go Life is Good as well.
Okay, we got Life is Good.
Life is Good ×3, y'all.
Whoa!
It's in.
Wow.
All right.
Life is great. That is what is going on here right now.
And the good
guess
news
what?
is
The horse ain't even going to probably race at this point because we're so in on him.
he's carrying
it's
all
like,
this added
by the
weight
way,
from us. Yeah. So look, the video you're seeing right now, there are two Jockey Cam cameras. One is from Life is Good and one is from Knicks Go. So we
I'm so nervous.
potentially be watching the video footage of the winner. Look, we've got some big comments here.
Yeah.
Stiletto Boy, JD Fox, the 3-horse Stiletto Boy is 20-1. JD Fox says Stiletto Boy will finish no worse than second, which if you by sort of deductive.
I'm so sorry, JD Fox, but we had the change of jockeys today. A little bit of a issue with the old
Yeah, we
one.
did, yeah.
So we have Jose Ortiz riding.
But it may be an upgrade in jockey. So
Upgrade in
it should be
jockeys.
an
But
upgrade
how
in
does the
jockey.
horse react? Oh, gosh, we need Samantha Perry back. I would ask her that. How does
yeah.
a horse react when a new person's riding them?
Well, it depends. I mean, sometimes there's a natural fit. Sometimes there isn't. But with the jockey, the caliber of Jose Ortiz, he's one of the top 5 jockeys in the country. I think it'll be just fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so he's good. He's good.
Okay.
Sarah, still a couple more comments here about just somebody said triple or nothing, baby. That's
right. That's
totally
right.
Riding the Life is Good train there.
If we're wrong, we're strong and wrong, right? We're
that's
going
it.
in.
Just lean in. Just with
Right.
conviction.
I'm
Do
saying, I got the
everything
hat
with
on, don't
conviction.
I?
Yeah. People believe you if you believe in yourself, right?
Preach. And you can put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. Doubles.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were the bets you made when you went off? So do you have combinations or you only bet to win?
Listen, I'm so glad you asked. The quinella, that's how you say it, right?
Yep,
That's
okay.
when okay. So I did that with Knicks Go and Life is Good.
Okay.
But then I have a win place show for Life is Good.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay. So you have Life is Good as win.
Uh-huh.
Win place show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So you got some coverage. That Life is Good is even money currently. So is very close in terms of the betting to Knicks Go. But
Yeah.
Knicks Go is the favorite, will go off as the favorite. Justin's horse, by the way, Commandeer,
Yes,
80-1 right now.
80-1.
And I have not put any money on him.
See, that's the kind of horse you want to put money
I should
on.
have put a few bucks on
That's-
Commandeer.
And we know that people watching this know this, but that's how you make your money is when the upsets happen and when those long shots
Right.
hit. The dark horses, does it feel so good to see an 80-1?
When I was having a conversation out here, like while you guys were, chatting, doing your jobs, I was talking to some guy who was like, I really want to see Knicks go out like strong, right? And I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
I know,
so
but
it could go.
the storybook ending never happens.
I know,
It just,
I know.
It just
I'm just
doesn't
saying.
happen. You never see it.
Okay.
It's a
We have-
moonlight.
we
It's a
have-
moonlight La La Land situation. It's not going to happen the way you think it will.
We have visual evidence.
Okay.
It's really, there's probably no way to show this on camera, but take our word for
Looks
it.
like
This
Black
is a
Jack
Maple Leaf character.
Fletcher
tattoo.
does actually have a
Black Jack's
Canadian
arm.
tattoo,
We can
which
see
is
that
odd.
is about to go off, so we'll.
Okay. we got the
focus
race.
on other things.
Okay, guys.
So here they are. They're in the gate.
Check out the jockey cam. Ooh, I'm so nervous.
I'll
I'm
try to
so
do my best to
nervous.
kind
I'm
of.
so
cold. Nervous or
cold too. So cold.
You cold right now? Oh, you are cold.
Literally, you just have a whole new layer of fur on my arms.
Like, do we have anything?
I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm fine. I
And
just
you
have
look great.
I just have poor circulation. That's all. Let's focus on the race. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. So here we go. Pegasus World Cup 2022. $3 million.
$3 million.
$3 million.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
All right, they're off. Life is
Oh.
good.
Knicks-
And Knicks Go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Amazing. Knicks Go down on the rail. Doesn't look like he's on the lead. Wow. Knicks Go
Whoa.
did not get to the lead. So
Whoa.
I can tell you right off the top, Knicks
He's not gonna
Go
win.
is in trouble.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has never won in that sort of
He has to
situation.
be
He has
up-
to be on the lead. So, unfortunately for him, he's in a tough spot because it goes against his typical running style. However, Life is Good is on the lead.
Yeah, real
and looks
far
like he's
out.
cruising. So Life is Good.
We know it's a long race though, Dan.
Yeah, it's the three. Oh, well, here we go. Knicks Go now poked his head into second. So Knicks goes in second.
Man, look at that lead too. Just like
In third.
Let's see if he can keep it up. Yeah, he
is
can keep it up.
Endorsed.
Life is good. Can keep it up. I know he
I think
can.
he could.
Yep.
So Endorsed is moved into third, and then we have Hidden Empty Tomb in fourth, and then Stiletto Boy JD Fox is
Okay.
up the rail. Look at that! Oh my God, he's going real fast.
He's going. He's going.
it's
He's
happening.
going real fast. So
You're
this
doing
You can
it.
tell now on Jockey Cam. This is the perspective
Oh, gosh,
of Knicks
that's-
Go because you can see the dirt
Oh my gosh.
on the camera.
That's like nightmares. That's
Wow.
nightmare fuel right now.
where the dirt's been kicked back. So that's Knicks Go now trying to chase down
Oh
Life
my
is
god.
Good.
Oh,
And he's not going to do it. I mean, realistically, he's just not going to
but
do
they're
it.
coming up.
Stiletto Boy's coming up the
Wow.
rail.
Oh my god, it looks like Life is Good. Is he slowing down?
Knicks Go is coming.
Go.
No,
Go.
Oh my gosh, the
Come
yelling.
on.
it's actually
Come on,
Stiletto
Life is-
Boy on
Life
the
is good.
inside
Let's
making
go.
the biggest move here.
Where's Sir Winston?
Check
Not
that
Sir
out.
Winston is
Come on,
currently
Life is
fifth or
good. Let's go.
sixth.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looks
Let's
like
go.
Life is good.
Go. Go. Oh baby. We did it.
We
did it. we did it. We did it. We did it, guys.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. What?
Let me see if my
Oh,
ticket did.
wow.
Let's get it.
Wow.
Let's see. Stiletto Boy.
Yeah, I know.
JD Fox was
All right,
Stiletto
JD
Boy at
Fox. All
29.
right.
Wow.
I will hand it to you, JD Fox. That was great.
Let me
Holy
I did
smokes.
bet a superfecta in this race.
I'm
Let me
so
see.
glad. That's why you never bet the Knicks. Right
wanna go-
there.
If the
Wow.
8 held on for fourth, that's endorsed. I have the superfecta, which could pay decent money here.
Wow.
Oh,
decent money.
Dan.
I want to go see what Lil Kim bet.
I need to
I'm gonna
see,
find out.
like, I need it. Yeah, we watched
Now, like-
that all. We need to see a bit more of a close up, I feel.
Stiletto Boy finished third. I wish
Okay.
Stiletto Boy finished second, but Knicks Go came back. For
How
Knicks
did
Go
Knicks-
to finish
What do you think?
second is
Wait,
super
Knicks Go came
impressive.
second?
Finished second. Where I thought he was completely backing up out of the
Man,
race.
I didn't even see him. I thought it was like I thought he didn't even finish the race by the time like it was over. It felt like he was so far
Yeah,
behind.
He kept grinding.
Okay,
it
great,
out.
awesome. That's the I
It
put
is a
him
good
in.
story,
Yeah, so
yeah.
we all won money on that.
So you
favorites.
have the win play show money.
Yeah.
You have the exacta,
No,
or
the
the Quinella,
Yes.
Quinella.
which is exacta. It's
Yeah.
just basically it's another
Right.
way of playing it.
Right.
Did you bet?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Well, Your bet's Life is
At
good.
the end of the show, like, did you bet?
you-
Yeah,
where-
I did.
Like, are
Well,
you
we know
here?
you're making him do
yeah,
a lot of work. here,
I
so.
bet I had Life is Good, Knicks Go, and then Sir Winston.
Okay.
So-
Sir Winston, fast charging fifth.
Yeah, all I wanted was that Life's Go. Life is good.
Life's go.
Life's Go. Yeah. Let's go, baby.
All right. So people watching,
This was great.
people watching are love to hear if you've cashed. Let us know what you hit. It
Yes.
looks like people are just excited for Life is Good right now.
I know. Really credit to Knicks Go for being able to come second after that. As we
Absolutely.
mentioned,
What a way to go out.
as we mentioned, the fact that like he was so far behind and he's always won being first. Like he's not very good at sort of like coming from behind. The fact that he came second is huge.
It is huge. Endorsed did finish fourth. So I hit this superfecta. So I have the first four finishers. If the third had finished second, I could tell you this ticket would probably pay for, I played it for $1, would probably pay in the range of at least $800.
Whoa. Wow.
But
but
with
it
the two
didn't.
favorites first, I think it'll pay significantly less. Maybe I'm wrong, though. They are playing a slow replay here. I don't know why. Sometimes they play that
That's
slow
usually
replay. Maybe they're doing a
it's
review
usually-
and just double check. So the race is not official
But
yet.
if it
with
is
us.
Knicks Go's like final race, like do they do one of those like the fire trucks retirement type things?
They should do that. You know
Yeah.
what they do sometimes? So, like, unfortunately, the only horse that's going to go to the winner's circle, get their picture taken, is Life is Good. So Knicks Go, unfortunately, will just get taken back to the barn. And then, he'll have his dinner and he'll go to bed. And that'll be it. But what they do on occasion is they'll bring them back out for like a celebratory day, like parade them around the track, let the fans cheer for them. So they do try to show them love that way on occasion. I feel so sorry. You are so cold right now.
Just
I'm
like
great,
Barbara
I'm great.
Streisand, Elton John on their farewell tours as well. When they do those
Yeah.
multiple times.
No,
no,
guys, no, stop. I'm fine. No, I can't ruin the outfit, the look. I'm fine.
It's a whole vibe.
Fine.
You were a
horse head.
I have a jacket on my legs.
You were a horse head.
Oh my gosh, I'm like the most embarrassing person of all time. Yeah, I'll just put that on there to close out the show. No, I'm good. Okay, well, I'm super embarrassed right now, but this has been awesome. This has been so fun. We all won. We picked the winner. That's the most important part.
We did.
That's the most important part.
Good, just excellent teamwork. I feel like we've all learned a lot today about racing.
As he looking at me, I'm like, I've learned a lot.
Well, you signed up for your first ever betting account, so that's exciting.
I'm great. I have no
It
complaints.
forces you to learn.
Yes.
Because you're like, okay, well, what am I going to pick? Why? All this
100%.
stuff. I
I like being forced to care. That's good for me.
Yeah. Boom. Push you off the cliff.
Before we go, and I know you're just like, please let me off this set so I go somewhere warm.
No, I love it.
Before we go, I want to get the payout, so let people know what this thing paid if you bet on this
let's
race.
get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on. Where's
Let's see. Let's see what the payout is. While Dan is searching on his computer right now
Moira.
for
Hello,
the answer to the question, we will entertain you right here.
Using only Schitt's Creek quotes.
Yes.
All right. So
David.
because they're two favorites.
Yeah.
Ew, David.
Were you just making fun of me or something?
No,
We could have.
It's like people are watching us watch you just scroll for an answer on your computer. So we're just
Okay.
what?
All right,
Yes.
I appreciate
Anyways,
that.
enlighten us.
Okay, so because the two favorites finished first and second, if the three had finished second, that would have changed the payouts dramatically. The Quinella for $2 only paid $260, so a little light.
Yeah,
For every $2, you got back $260. The trifecta was $3.90, so a little low. Well, it's only 50 cents. So for $1, it was $3.90 times two. $7.80.
Don't be asking me that cue right
$7.80.
now.
So
Okay.
$7.80 for every dollar you bet, which actually isn't terrible. The superfecta for $1 paid only $37. Had it been the three in second, would have paid significantly more. So I'm slightly bummed about that.
That's too bad. So
But
how
again,
much did you make?
I didn't make much.
Like
I
10
essentially
bucks?
broke even.
Yeah.
I made enough for a car ride in New York City. Thank you so much.
Yeah, not even that much.
We'll
no.
win at the casino tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yes. We'll take our winnings from here and we'll go ahead to the casino. No, but this is it's always so much fun going to these big races and being able to watch this exciting atmosphere. And I mean, we weren't in obviously the racetrack right there, but just seeing it, being around all of this it's next level. Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Before we wrap up, I was going to ask you to just let people know where they can find you. It seems like everyone who's watching us has already found you.
Found me.
yes, Sarah's
let
the
people
only
know.
one that has friends and followers here.
I am Tall Glass of Cline, and that's Cline with a C. So Tall Glass of CLINE on TikTok and Instagram. Come hang out.
And she is a TikTok star, baby. Over 400,000 followers. I love it. Did a deep dive on all of your stuff.
I pulled out a crown earlier, if you know, to make content. And she goes, I know exactly what you're about to do. I
Spent
watched
4
all your
hours
videos.
watching all of your content the other night.
Love to see it.
That's what TikTok is all about. I'm on TikTok too, at JSB. You know me. I'm a little bit more whimsical. Don't really have as much of a direction as
She's being modest,
Sarah.
she's slaying it.
But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. And Dan, where can we find you on TikTok? Because I believe
that's what we're supposed to do.
After we teach
haven't
you the
done that.
Dan the Horseman.
I've got to set up the account, but you could find America's Best Racing on TikTok,
Yes.
as well as every other social media platform, which is where most people are watching this, as well as you're on,
Yeah.
on your Twitter. Thank you to everyone for tuning in.
Thank you guys for watching.
We've got a concert to get
This
to.
whimsical. Yeah, we have a
do.
concert because it's Ja Rule, Lil Kim, and Mase performing.
right.
Isn't that wild that we just watched a horse race and now there's a concert?
Feels
Like,
right.
Yeah, I feel like a kid in like a birthday party. I was like, okay, you guys just saw a movie and now we're gonna have pizza and ice cream and go play laser tag or something.
All the options.
Yeah, that's what kids do these days, I think. But okay, so we had this, but Dan, let's make sure everyone knows what the next horse racing bonanza is on the schedule.
So, I mean, this is Triple Crown season. So really everything leading up to the Kentucky Derby prep races are all big and important. We're going to be covering one next Sunday, actually, at Santa Anita. We're not going to be on site, but we're going to cover it remotely. It's the Robert B. Lewis Stakes. It's Santa Anita Road to the Derby Live. We'll be covering all the Road to the Derby coverage on americasbestracing.net and on our social media channels. So definitely tune in for that. And of course, look, Derby's only a couple months away.
So less than 100 days, right?
Yep, exactly. So we're getting close. Again, follow America's Best Racing for all of that.
And there's tons of fashion, fun, food. Horse racing, as we know, is almost just 1/6 of everything that goes on here, as we've discussed here today. And each race has its own identity and its own vibe. And here has been very much sort of Miami, South Florida, but also just like a mix of so many different cultures and flavors and just vibes, as we're all wearing sort of like our own unique style here today. Because guess what? What is it, folks? What is today? Life is good. All right, Sarah got me there at the end. Dan thought you'd pick it up a little quicker than that. But you know what? We've been having a great time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. As Dan said, you can follow America's Best Racing on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere you want to go to find your horse racing information. Sarah, with all of your fashion, your fun, your couture, your personality. Me, I have a show, Drinks with Binks. And
Yes, she does.
yeah, it's perfect timing. Pick up the booze or not booze, whatever you prefer on whatever day you are drinking or not. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of fun here. We won and we've had a great time here at the Pegasus World Cup. Thank you so much for watching Pegasus World Cup Live, presented by First Bet at Gulfstream Park. I'm never going to stop talking. I love talking. All right. We will see you guys later. Have a good one.
Later, guys.
It's America's original sport, and no one covers it better than America'sBestRacing.net. From the sport to the lifestyle, the best races, horses, and destination venues, cocktails, gambling, fashion, and more. America'sBestRacing.net is a sport for you. Live it, love it,